Live from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Keto Cooking.
Okay, that I have never yet seen. Welcome back, Keto Cooking. I'm Tom, the Keto Cook. Today's Friday, so we're going to do our cocktail hour. But today what we're going to do is I'm going to try something different. Back in the day, my wife and I were talking the other night, we were laughing. We used to go to a place called the Crab's Claw. It was in New Jersey, right on the Jersey Shore, right on the beach. And we would go in there, and they had an appetizer that was called buffalo shrimp. That's when the buffalo craze was coming out. They had buffalo chicken, all kinds of stuff. But they did this buffalo shrimp, and I'm telling you what, I've yet to find another place to do it the way they did it. So today is going to be my take on buffalo shrimp. Now I have my U15s. I'm going to clean them up. And today I'm going to be making it with my pork rinds. I had some left in the bag, and what I do is I take my rolling pin, rolling stick, and I'll just beat these down a little bit. It'll be one egg just to make the egg wash, and then I'm going to be putting into the fryer, and we're going to take it from there. Also, I got to replenish some of my spices and my shakes that I use when I cook, so I'm going to be showing you a little bit of that as we get ready. Sit back and enjoy. Listen to some great, great music. And by the way, have a cocktail. Makes you feel better. I got to make a little bit of a confession now. I'm starting to become a miser when I go to the store because the prices are just ridiculous. So I was running low on my onion, my granulated onion. Okay, so I went to the store where I normally go, and the prices are normally pretty good. Well, for this size, I could not see, for actually 13 ounces of onion, granulated onion, I couldn't see paying that price. It was $7.99, almost $8 for this small container. Right next to it was minced onions for, I think it was $3, $2.99. Okay, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I have the food processor, I have the mini blender, so I took this and I poured it into the little mini blender, and I come up with this. Okay, same thing. Just I pulverized it more than what this is. Now, with this being said, onions right now, onions are through the roof also. I mean, some things I just say, no, I'm not going to pay that kind of money for. So what I'll do now is I'll take whatever, if I need anything with onions, and I got to be careful with onions anyway, being a diabetic, because the sugar count's pretty high in onions. So what I'll do is I'll take these and I'll rehydrate them, and I'll use these. Not that I'm ever going to not buy onions again, but just at the time when you look at a bag of Vidalia onions, and they're almost $7 for a bag, that's a little too crazy. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing here. I'm going to be making my blend here for the shrimp, the buffalo shrimp. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I got to be careful because Marie don't really particularly care for too much hot. She tolerates a little bit of it, but not too much. And also I'm going to be using Old Bay. Now Old Bay gives you that celery salt. It's also got some cayenne pepper in it. It's got some other peppers in it, so we're going to just add maybe 2 teaspoons, half a tablespoon. Okay. I'm also going to be adding granulated garlic, teaspoon. Granulated onion, that I blended myself. I pulverized myself anyway. Now, here's the kick. I'm going to be adding in I made my blackened seafood mixture here. And this has a little bit of history to it. I don't know if he's ever watched Daddy Dutch, but he's good friends with another friend of mine, the Road to Good Cooking, Miss J. He sent her out some a rub that he had with some pepper, and I tell you what, it was a little hot. So I put a little bit of that in there. Now, I'm going to be adding my pork rinds to it. Now also to the mix, I'm going to be adding some parsley. I buy the parsley in bulk, and we put it in our own packaging there, so we know what it is. Because, you know, we're getting old. And it actually has nothing to do with it, but just when I look up there fast, I don't have to put my glasses on to find out exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, right now I'm going to be putting together the buffalo sauce. So sit back and enjoy the music. Okay, into my small little pan here. Let me put my girl in, a little olive. So I'm just going to saute that up. Still want the crunch to it. Some of these pieces didn't cut through all the way. That means I got to sharpen my knife. Here's my favorite bartender. Now Marie's going to have vodka and club soda with lime. And I'm going to have a white wine spritzer. That's club soda, white wine, with a squeeze of lime in it. I buy these little family packs there. They're pretty good. And of all places, I get them in the pharmacy. So that's telling me it's medicine. Hey, there it is. All right, she's going to make hers up. Be very careful. Watch what she does here, because you know what? Just a taste. Cool. All right, we're going to finish putting this thing together. Thank you, favorite bartender. And your tip is Seabiscuit in the third. Okay. I also have my buffalo sauce that I made. All right, I'm going to put a little bit in. Not too much. I'll save some of that for later. And then what I'm going to do is I will put in my shrimp. I'll give that a little toss around, get nice and coated. I hope it ain't too hot for Marie. She don't care too much for hot stuff, but it's not really that hot. It's got a nice little tang to it. So, you know what? She's a trooper too. She's been... Hey, by the way, check out her channel, Meg's Mysteries. Scares me to death. I got to sleep by one eye open. Yeah, but check it out. She's got some good stories in there. Very creative. All right. I'm going to be taking some of the lettuce. Try to split this up evenly here without making too much of a mess. Plate number one. Plate number two. Now, cool. Now, one little shrimpy rimpy, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I'm not going to give you the Forrest Gump version of it, but there's a lot of things you can do with shrimp, especially if you are keto, low carb, or just like shrimp in general, and want to cut back on some of the higher carb foods. Pork rinds worked out great. It's my go-to. Even if I wasn't doing keto, I would still do them. Okay, there it is. I mean, we have buffalo shrimp, inspired by the Crab's Claw in Lavallette, New Jersey. It's still there. I don't know if they still have this, but you know what? Give me a shout. Try them. If you're in Jersey, check it out. Jersey Shore. All right, everybody. Thank you. Happy hour. Thanks, everybody. See you next Friday. Another happy hour. Shrimp.